Farmers' leaders are meeting representatives of Morrisons this morning following protests over the falling cost of milk. The supermarket has been one of the main targets of dairy farmers' anger, and they're also hoping to hold discussions with other supermarkets soon. Well, we can go to our Midlands Rural Affairs correspondent David Gregory-Kumar, who's outside the meeting in Solihull. Bring us up to date. So has the meeting started?
Well, we've seen people arriving, Naga. We've seen Farmers for Action, the National Farmers Union, Tenant Farmers Association. We're expecting Morrisons shortly, and it should all kick off at about 11 o'clock. Everyone's having a coffee right now. Now, as you said, Morrisons has been a particular target, along with Lidl and Aldi, for some of these dramatic protests we've seen recently. Think about milk in a supermarket. Think about where you buy it. It's at the back of the store. It's something used to tempt us in, to get us to walk past all the other offers, because they know, like bread, milk is something we want to buy every day. So they don't just physically place it at the back of the store to get us in there. They also financially place it in a way so it's a nice low-cost product. Basically, most supermarkets sell it at a loss to tempt us into their stores, and that makes dairy farmers really angry. Now, some supermarkets, Sainsbury's, M&S, farmers directly supply them, and the supermarkets there say, look, whatever we charge in the store, we'll always make sure our direct supplying farmers get a fair price, the cost of production and a bit more. But Morrisons, well, they buy their milk in a different way, as do Aldi and Lidl, and I think basically the feeling is amongst dairy farmers, they'd like Morrisons to open the chequebook here today, and if they don't, I think we'll see a lot more of these protests next week.
David, we've been talking to the British Retail Consortium and also ALA, one of the farmers' union producing groups, and many questions asked about why just Morrisons today, why just this meeting, why not all the supermarkets getting together and perhaps, you know, hearing collectively what they can do to help the farmers as well as still benefit the consumer.
Well, you know, Farmers for Action, the NFU, they do talk to supermarkets, you know, at various meetings. The supermarkets don't always like to get into a room together, so they do have these individual meetings. This one's interesting, though, because, as you said, Morrisons has been a particular target, along with Aldi and Lidl. It's worth saying, though, that even if you look at the other supermarkets who have farmers who supply them directly, and who the supermarkets say, you know, whatever we charge in the shops, we pay our farmers a fair price, and then it's our decision to sell the milk for whatever we want, you know, that low price of milk by other supermarkets pushes down the price for everyone. So if you're a farmer trying to supply, say, somebody who's putting milk into hotels, say, like the one behind me, or coffee shops, well, the problem you face is that if the people you're trying to supply say, well, I can go down Tesco's or Morrisons and get it a lot cheaper, why would I buy it from you? It has a chilling effect, these low prices, on the whole industry. So, yeah, Morrisons have been singled out today. They really want to see some progress, and they have been singled out for a lot of action. But, you know, they're also not that keen, dairy farmers, on some of the lower cost supermarkets, the Aldis and Lidls. And then longer term, they really think that the selling of milk for a low price isn't something they want to see. And one example of that is at Booths up in the northwest of the country. They sell a sort of fair price milk. They actually label it as we're paying more, it costs you more because we send more to our farmers. And sales of that have gone up 5% since these latest round of protests started. So it is something the consumers are looking for, and they would like to support our farmers. Back to you.
David, thanks very much. And David's going to be keeping across that meeting. He said that people are arriving at the moment at the meeting. You'll have more from him on the news channel.